your neural networks or your tree and change the entire structure. So self-sabotaging is due to a lot of things, but in one way to explain it. I mean, there's so much information involved in this, so just little by little bits and pieces. So when things are familiar to us, we tend to feel comfortable in situations that are familiar. So I touched on this yesterday. When you're raised in a dysfunctional household, you're comfortable in dysfunctional situations. So when you go into a dysfunctional relationship, all those red flags, that you ignore or you deny or you choose to not focus on them, you know that they're there, because unconsciously that's what you're attracted to. So in a relationship, so you're going to pick a partner who is going to be someone you're comfortable with, familiar with, and somebody who is going to have characteristics of possibly somebody from your past who is dysfunctional, who contributed to the dysfunction. So when you see somebody, or you continuously date a person who's bad for you, and you're like, why does that person keep doing that? And they don't learn. They don't learn, and because unconsciously they're seeking that. So because it's comfortable, and because we have these neural networks, anything that's out of our comfort zone feels physically uncomfortable and emotionally uncomfortable, but it really feels physically uncomfortable too. So okay, so that's so our fallback thinking patterns are destructive in that sense when we repeat those behaviors. So so it ends up being a lot of self-sabotage, and then when you go into a comfortable situation, it feels a comfortable situation, a positive relationship, it feels so uncomfortable for you that you run. So for example, I'll give you a little case study. A client of mine, the background we're discussing, like so many of us, have been raised in dysfunctional homes, has a healthy relationship right now. So she's going to school, she's just started and is busy. Her fiance all of a sudden decides to step it up and hire the cleaning lady to come more often. And automatically she says to herself, she's as she was leaving the house, she, thought their reaction, when she came back, the house wasn't spit shine clean, and now he's hiring her more often. Now, like, her perception of what happened before she left is a little distorted because it's fitting a narrative. Like, he didn't come out and say, this is why I'm doing it, but he was doing something nice for her. But in her mind, she distorted it into, I don't know, I think he's sleeping with her. So in her mind snowballed and connected all of these little pieces of evidence, false evidence, and it painted a picture that he must be not appreciating her because she feels like taking care of the house for him and doing these things is, you know, what she has based her identity off of, which is a slippery slope. And so now he doesn't appreciate her, but not only that, he's got to be sleeping with her. So I said, is it possible that he's doing it to help you and he loves, and you can't comprehend that somebody can do something nice because they love you, and you just don't feel like you deserve the love, right? So that resonated. So anyway, so these steps will teach you how to control your thoughts and replace the negative with the positive. So you challenge those dysfunctional thoughts, like, is he really sleeping with her? You know, so, and then the root of that situation is, I don't feel I deserve, I'm not a good person. I don't feel like I deserve to be loved. So he must be doing it for nefarious reasons. So when we implement these 5 steps, literally by replacing them 7 times a day with the positive thoughts, we are like I said, the derivatives attached from that one root issue just dissipate and start fading away. It is absolutely amazing. Like I said, every area of your life improves. So we started this program with her, and we'll see. So anyway, so let's get started. So, and remove the limitations that are preventing you from living the life you deserve. So let's go ahead. Step number 1 is to is to find your dominant negative emotion by scanning your mind and your body for tension. So let's see. And you want to be relaxed while you do this. So breathing techniques, breathe in through your nose, count to 3, out through your mouth, count to 4, 3, 4. It really just make it even breaths, even and consistent. And then think what is going on in your life that is causing you to experience some emotional warning signals, some discomfort zones, such as anxiety, stress. Are you overwhelmed by life? I mean, so capture that emotion and bring it into your consciousness. Step 2, confront that emotion. And I'll tell you, it's going to feel uncomfortable for a moment. But like I said, when you break it down, those negative emotions attached to the root are literally going to just fade. So, okay, confront it. Now you're going to ask yourself, why am I feeling so angry? Why am I so angry? What's going on? Well, because because I think he's sleeping with the maid. Well, has he ever cheated on me before? No. Is there anything thing that he's been doing lately, because you know when someone's cheating, you know because they lie and they get, eventually they get caught. Side note, in that situation, you'll find out eventually. There's no reason to be proactively looking for clues, and you're not going to prevent it. If someone's going to do it, they're going to do it. So by being miserable all the time, looking for the negativity and looking for the negative possible reasons is not a win. It's not going to prevent it. If someone's going to do that to you, let them, because then it's going to show who they are. And they'll do you a favor. It will hurt, but it'll do you a favor by letting them show you who they really are. So, concentrate on working on yourself. So ask yourself, I'm so angry because of this. Could there be any other reason why he hired the maid to come more often? Oh, well, another issue was he defended the maid because she, but when she was going, she didn't do anything. But the deeper anger issue behind that was not really the maid. It was the suspiciousness about the situation. So the communication was really off in that situation. So he was not really defending the maid. He was defending himself because he was attacked. So that's a different angle to look at. So could it be that he wasn't really defending her, this takes being honest with yourself. Sometimes it takes looking outside yourself and asking yourself, what would I tell my best friend who is going through this? Would I say, yeah, he's screwing the maid? If that's what your best friend would say, don't ask your best friend, because there's not enough evidence in that situation. I mean, I didn't tell you every detail, but that basically said, the majority. And then by being honest, you're going to say that, maybe I started school and maybe he's helping. Maybe he's trying to help. That's a possibility. Does he am I questioning whether he loves me? No, I know he loves me. What is making, then you just dig in deeper and deeper, and then by asking yourself the questions that, are relevant to you, and by being honest with yourself, being, standing outside of yourself, objectively analyzing the situation from different angles. And then the possibility could very well be that he was doing a loving gesture, and maybe his feelings were hurt because instead of appreciating it, I yelled at him and I made him feel bad, and he was nasty to me, and now the situation is he's so nasty to me. So what about the interaction between the two? Maybe you both hit some sore spots there. So okay, so now what you've discovered is I'm angry because of the fact that the deeper issue is I don't feel that I deserve to be loved. And it's hard for me to comprehend that someone could just do something nice for me and love me for me. Because I don't feel that I'm worth it. So then you're going to write that down. You're not worth it. And tomorrow you're going to go deeper into, why am I not worth it? So I feel like I'm not worth it. I feel like I'm not worthy of love. So you're going to write a couple of minutes about that. Well, I've been told this my life, and from this person who really doesn't have a very a right to judge me, because A, no one's perfect. B, that person sure as anything isn't perfect. So then tomorrow I'm going to recheck that and dig deeper into the feeling of feeling not worthy of love. So now step number 5 is the replacement thought that you're going to tell yourself in response to not feeling worthy of love. And remember, at least 7 times a day, you have to remind yourself I think both, entering it in your phone, what you're going to tell yourself, and every time you have a negative thought about yourself, reminding yourself, I am worthy of love. I may have done some things in the past. Who has not done bad things in the past? We're human. We sin. We'll never be perfect. However, I am not that person. I once became somebody I didn't like, but I am choosing to move forward and forgive myself for the past, and I'm worthy of love. So condense that, and however you condense that to fit your situation, and then that's what you're going to say to yourself throughout the day. And then, like I said, then tomorrow you're going to dig deeper into the I'm not worthy of love aspect. So, okay. So those are the steps, and I hope that this has been insightful for you as it has been for me. So have a great weekend, and I will see you all Monday. Bye.